So we're reaching the point where, honestly, I mean, the game is doing really well. And also, we have a lot of information for the upcoming events related to Toshiro. So as we know, Toshiro is releasing on the 5th. And I made a video yesterday talking about Toshiro versus Ichigo, which you could go check out. But now I want to go into the events, which I've mentioned before. Frost Spirit Gift to me sounds like one of those logins that you get with new units. And it seems I was right. So that seems to be it. And while it shows Toshiro, as we can logically see, Bankai Ichigo isn't shown in the event tab. This is related to a main event for Toshiro. Now, why this is honestly really good is also because, well, main events, well, what I would classify as a main event, usually give more rewards, which they do, okay? And Joint Exercise is another, what I would consider quote-unquote main event, which is coming out Friday. And I will be streaming it, so I'll see you guys on Friday at 4 p.m. EST, unless the time changes, but it should be updates, I think, for SCA should be 4 p.m. EST. So we'll see. Go check out the live stream. I'll see you guys on Friday. Now, Joint Exercise is going to be that main event for week 2, and then week 3 is going to be the Toshiro main event. What would be really cool is if every new unit has these types of main event. And I think it looks very simple to do if I'm being completely honest, but it works. That's what I care about. And there is a combat aspect to it. So let's go and check this out. Now, in total, it seems we're going to be getting 20 free pulls from Toshiro's update. And, you know, that is quite good. I would say that is quite good. Joint Exercise plus Blind Box should be another multi. And then Twist of Fate probably, I don't know, maybe 500. So it's like, you know, we are looking good. Now, this can change, but as of right now, it looks like you're going to be getting Momo for free, Toshiro's Core Stamp for free, and 20 free pulls. So this is it. I am covering it, but it seems like this is the trial. Frosty Weather seems to be the story. Then we've got the banner. Pretty sure that is the banner. We've got, no, this is the story, I think. Then this is a dice event. And then we also have a combat section, okay? So that's going to be the totality of this event. The combat section is a battle versus Gin. Now, we do have the full thing. So let's go check this out. So we got a Toshiro dice event, okay? And basically, it's going to be very simple. You're going to go around, you're going to get some different parts, you're going to get more points, 14,000 points, you're going to max it out, 200 Jades, and 1 limited pull. Now, keep in mind, I just want to preface, this could always change. This was from July. I think it was from July CBT China beta. Okay, this could change, but we're going to operate under the assumption it should be rather similar. So we got 200 Jades and 1 limited pull. Now, we have a Gin boss event. And it seems like the more points you do, you could basically unlock more buffs. And you're trying to get a lot of points. I think the max is like you need 50,000 points. Now, for the Gin boss, in total, you're getting 350 Jades, which is very, very nice. So that is going to be good. Let me see. Maybe I need more images. No, okay, no, it's fine. So yes, this in total from the rewards is going to be giving you 350, maybe 300. I might have miscounted, but from what I saw, 350. So already we're looking pretty good. 550 Jades and a limited pull. But then the battle summary is going to be very nice. So doing different missions regarding all of it is going to give you in total 500 Jades. From what I counted, to be fair, people, if you scroll quick, like I don't really see it all, but from what I counted, 500 Jades. And you're also going to see, you're going to be getting Momo for free. So Momo is also going to be introduced alongside Toshiro, which if you want all this information, join the Discord. We're about to hit 3,000 members on the community Discord, which is wild. And you're going to be getting Toshiro's core stamp alongside Momo and her core stamp, which is wild. Of course, the core stamps are the gear pieces you're going to be seeing here. So yeah, I hate that it's the same name. Like weapon stamp and core stamp, I fucking hate that they're both called stamp, but it is the 6-star stamp for Toshiro. I don't really care what it does right now. I just care that we're getting it. Now, my guess as to what it does. So we're in the combat. I just wanted to show you guys with the Bankai. So when we go in it, right, you're going to see something. And it's going to be related to basically when he fills up those 5 diamonds you see on the spiritual pressure gauge, he could use his enhanced normal and then afterward, or enhanced skill. And then afterwards, you see that counter attack is available. So, well, you see here, we get access to the skill and then you could do a counter attack. I'm going to guess that that is what it is. Now, there's also another option, because after you use your ult, one of the things I think that he's going to be able to do is either a counterattack, or it's going to be the fact that your skill like fills up immediately after you leave the ult. So having access to either or, right? Maybe also having access to the freeze, right? These things are going to be very, very strong to where one of those is going to be related to the core snap. So I think that's a big W. Now, can they take it out? Yes. My logic, though, is that they're going to want to keep it in. Why? Because if you give people the core stamp for free, it's going to be, oh, I have the core stamp. Shouldn't I just get Toshiro now? Shouldn't I just summon for him because I have the core stamp, right? And it's like, oh, maybe they won't do this in the future, so maybe I'm going to want to, right? So I think it incentivizes further to actually summon for Toshiro, even if he already has high value. So I do think they're going to keep it. And then we could see, this is like the full screen. And then we got Trial, which gives another 120 Jades. So in total from this, you're getting 1330 Jades, which is 8 pulls, right? Which for main events, I think is about like average for like Hoyo games. But Hoyo games also have way higher pity. So I think this is good. I think this is good. But there could also be more that we didn't see, because it was from a beta a while ago and they might add more. However, that's not all. We're also going to be getting 10 free pulls from the login, and that's exactly what I'm saying is going to be that gift, right? That's what I'm thinking we are going to be getting for the gift that they're talking about here. The Frost Spirit gift to me just sounds like a login. That's what it sounds like to me, at least. So that's my guess in terms of the rewards. We are looking really good. And now if we look at everything, like in total free rewards moving forward, my guess is we're going to be getting like 10 limited pulls, probably around 4,000 plus Jades. Now this is including tickets. So like I'm like transferring any tickets to like Jades in this case. So like if we get 5 limited tickets, that's going to be 800 Jades, it like pretty much. SR Momo alongside her core stamp. Wait, I should probably plus her core stamp. 6-star Toshiro core stamp, not the gotcha stamp, but still getting it for free is really good. Because if you think about it, they actually sold Ichigo's, right, for like 30 bucks. And yes, you can get it here, but still, you know, it's only a chance. So giving it for Toshiro is actually really sweet. I think it is nice. And of course, there's more rewards. Now, if they keep these 10 pulls, and what if they give it every... I think, to me, it's not bad if they give 10 pulls for every new unit. I think that's an easy way to make people log in over the course of 7 days. And make people not hate the king, right? So I think they should. I think they've also been making a lot of money to where they could they could kind of warrant and justify giving those pulls, because even with those pulls, it does seem like we're going to be getting about 100 to 120 pulls a month, right? With everything we're getting, we're already at 40 pulls with just the reoccurring things from content and from like dailies and stuff. However, with the event calendar, right, we're getting way more than just 40 pulls. If we get those 2 10-pull logins every time per month, that brings us to 60 pulls, right? And then we're about to be at 70 pulls. And then we're about 80 pulls. And then we're about 90 pulls. And then we're close to 100 pulls. But then when you pull, you're also going to be getting extra of the currency to then trade in with the advanced tickets to get more pulls. And furthermore, this is not even counting any story updates or content updates. Because one tower, if they just simply add 5 tower floors every every second month, like every other month, that's 1,200 extra Jades. So there's a bunch of ways they could give currency, not even counting like any compensation, right? And also maintenance. So I think we're looking good to where you're pretty much going to be able to guarantee 1 unit, right? At least, like, okay, it's possible some months they won't give enough to also guarantee hard pity for character and stamp, but I think minimum you're going to be able to guarantee the character, and I think the stamp is going to be like probably almost every month, but I'm not like fully convinced on that yet. Like, I think you should be getting 100 pulls a month. I think like right now, from what it's looking like, let's do some pulls while I yap. What it's looking like is you're probably going to be getting about 100 pulls a month. And to me, just looking at it like from the main event, from what it's telling us, 1330 Jades, alongside a 1600, well, like the 10 pull login, is that they're going to be pretty generous. I think if they continue with this is the thing, right? Because they could do it for Toshiro, but will they do it after Toshiro? If we get after Toshiro pretty much the same amount, like, you know, I don't really care if it's like 2 pulls difference. If it's almost the same amount, big W, you guys have succeeded, right? I think so. And especially with the cutscene, right, thingy, where we can't even play cutscenes now. I think if they give us, I would say for me, compensation has to be at least 600 Jades 5 stamina packs and 10 to 15 standard tickets, okay? Now, if they don't do one or the other, then maybe if they don't do the 15 limited, maybe make it 900 jades. Or if they don't do the stamina, make it like 1,000 jades, right? So something like that. Because just removing guilds, look what they gave us for just guilds. 300 plus 10 tickets, okay? But I would like to say cutscene issue is way bigger, okay? And also, like, people are genuinely, like, pissed about it. So they have to, like, at least double this or triple, like, even triple. So we'll see how that goes. For me personally, I think this Toshiro thing is very cool. The Gin event boss fight looks really nice, but we're going to see more info soon. Hopefully soon. I do hope they start posting on Twitter because it's kind of annoying that they don't. Anyway, let me know what you think. Do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.